I'd be quiet, girls. Yo, yo, yo.
Hold up, real quick. My audio isn't coming through right. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good. Hopefully these kids ain't too loud. They just being kids though, you know. Naomi, you want to go to your room? Why are you just making all this noise out here? They having fun. I can't even knock them for that. You try to stand in the corner of the room so I can hear this shit. Naomi, come on. No, that's extra. Don't be extra. But okay, Primo's place with lots of background voice actors. Um, well, Texas Tech just had a huge upset, beat Texas, and yeah, the Texas coach has retired from college football. He was embarrassed.
Seriously?
He retired. He quit the league. He quit the league, man. Yeah. So he said he's gonna focus on Madden, and good luck to him over there. He'll be in STE Madden now instead of STE college football. Yeah, he had a good season. He was undefeated. Then he lost a sim game because he didn't play it to the computer, and then he lost in the championship game. So those two losses broke him. You know, the coach was like, "Man, I can't do this, man." So he's he's left Texas. He's ran for the NFL, like Nick Saban when he went to the Dolphins. You know, we'll see how that goes. So, but right now, with Texas Tech, big upset. Now he's a the 3 seed. He's got a bye in his first conference championship. Also got Tennessee number at the 2 seed, 12-1. He lost a sim. The Ohio State at the 1 seed. We have avenged our loss to Nebraska, and you got Coastal Carolina, a 3-loss ACC champion. He beat Boston College. He's the 13th ranked team, but he's the 4 seed because he won the conference. And obviously, USC, Boston College, Notre Dame, Georgia, Colorado, Miami, Virginia Tech, and Alabama. Virginia Tech is out of town, so they are forfeiting the game to Alabama. So Bama's going to have a rematch with Tennessee of the SEC championship game. I think he lost by like 17, so he's got another look at him. Hopefully, somebody adjusted. Maybe the game will be closer. Maybe it won't. We're going to see. And then Miami and Colorado is an interesting one. Winner takes Texas Tech. And then Notre Dame and Georgia, that's interesting. Winner plays me, Ohio State. And then USC, Boston College, winner plays Coastal. So, yeah, the 12-5, we're going to see. What are you doing now, man?
Yeah.
But yeah, the big offseason news is Texas, the coach, he has resigned. A couple coaches got fired. Tell us more about that. Some coaches got fired.
Well, let's see. I didn't even notice Ole Miss. So Ole Miss got fired. Um, who else? LSU, Florida
Wow.
State. After his best season on the game, Florida State got fired.
Yeah, the AD was pissed. He was like, you know what? We're going to honor your 3-year contract and we fire your ass. I don't care what you do year 3. That's what happened. He said, you getting fired regardless. I don't care. After those 2 terrible seasons, he could have won undefeated and won a natty. He was getting fired.
And I didn't realize that you moved
Hold up 1 second. Technical difficulties. We'll be right back after this commercial break. 1 second. Okay. Back from the break. Jesus Christ, kids, I tell you. Kids, I tell you. Let me see. Where are we? Yeah, so we briefly went over the bracket. Texas Tech with the big victory over Texas, clinching their spot in the playoffs, putting Texas Tech on the map. Big win in the conference championship over Texas. And the Texas coach retired off that. And then we got some coach firings. Ole Miss was fired. Florida State was fired. Um, who else was fired? LSU was fired. And someone else was fired. Can't remember. LSU, Florida State, Ole Miss for sure were fired. So we got some fires. And yeah, so I mean, some matchup preview: USC, Boston College should be a good matchup. Notre Dame, Georgia should be a good matchup. Georgia got some boys out there. Colorado, Miami, it should be an interesting one. Miami got a squad. And then Alabama gets to bye over Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is unavailable. So yeah, and what else we got going on? Yeah, why would you take that? Yeah, so some interesting games. We'll see how they go. But yeah, the big off-season thing is Texas Tech. Now, I mean, as far as who's going to win it and such, I mean, there's a lot of good teams. Tennessee has a good team. Miami, good team. It's matchups though. Tennessee matches up very good against Alabama. They just played and he won by 17 in the conference championship. So that's definitely it's a good path for Tennessee. Um, USC Boston College. They go against Coastal. That's a good route. Coastal's good coach, but the team is still, of all the teams in the playoffs, probably the weakest. Notre Dame, Georgia go through Ohio State. That's tough for both of them. Colorado, Miami, yeah, they might want to see Texas Tech, but Texas Tech is a really good football coach. He knows really good with the X's and O's. He might not have the Jimmies and Joes, but he does have the X's and O's. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, and with Texas coach retiring, we might have a new Texas coach, throwback Texas guy from the SEC, from the STE. Okay, we got some breaking news. We might have some breaking news. I'm checking the Discord chat. I'm getting some DMs. The Texas AD, and here, whoever you're with, Primo. No, no, I'm not with anybody. The guy went, he went, he stepped out. I was with the Irish, but he stepped out. But yeah, I'm getting some breaking news. We might have a new Texas coach. We might just have a new Texas coach from the depths of STE. One of the greats. He might be coming out of retirement to try to fix Texas, the University of Texas. I mean, there's a lot of Texas coaches in the league. There's a lot of people from Texas, so I don't know. It still might be someone else. We're gonna see. Let me check. I might have missed some comments, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on. And somebody said something they want to learn a little bit about match. So, but basically, with match coverage, um, it's like a zone that kind of converts to match, and based on the routes that are being ran, people start to match, aka man up. But for like a half a second, it looks like zone. So it can throw off some people a little bit, and there's a lot of passing. Like they'll pass somebody to and the bracketing is different in match, but it's essentially a man variant. It's just that they wait till about five yards to decide who they're gonna man up. Um, for users, the easiest one in general to run is the three rec because that's the one you'll use it is usually the middle linebacker, one of those linebackers, and that that one has the third receiver. So if there's trips, it'll be the most inside one, especially if they drag across the concept. You'll be having the third. But if there's crossing drags, you still have the third. So if the two side crosses with the three side, then you're gonna drop off that three side one, and you might have to match with the one that's coming from the two side because he'll be the new third receiver if the other two on the trip side stay on that side of the field. Because it's not as complicated as it sounds, but basically, in general, quarters and palms for those matching ones with the three rec, you match the three receiver. There's other things to do. There's other players that don't even have a matched assignment. That's why I prefer to use her. Sometimes the opposite side of the trip safety, he tends to be free man. Um, but and palms and quarters is a little different. And then obviously cover three match is completely different. That's the most breakable, but it's okay versus two by twos. But trips you really can get fucked with cover three match. And the matching principles they don't have them down perfect. It's EA. That's the problem with the game. They don't make them react fast enough, and by time sometimes like if you just drag. The one thing about match, a lot heavy drags can tend to get open versus match. So there's things to consider. Um, I could run a practice and show you guys, but you guys can do it yourself. It's not that hard. The Heisman winner went to Colorado, I believe. Yeah, his receiver really balled out. Lots of yards. Um, it's just a lot of award winners, different schools, different players. Head coach of the year, Peyton Manning. Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. He had a good year. Only loss was a sim loss because, life happens. I'm in the mix. I avenged my one loss to Nebraska. So look at Marshall. What the hell? I don't know what's going on here, but he should not be in the fucking head coach of the year if he ain't got no. They must have fired their coach or something. I don't know. He's got a 0-0 record from the last season. I don't know. But let me see. I'm tired. Yeah, man. Shadow. Texas is in talks with the we're hiring another shadow. They saw one shadow in Texas Tech. They're like, you know what? If Texas Tech got a shadow, we might get a shadow in Texas. So it's not impossible. We might have a shadow in the and another shadow in the in the Big 12. Not impossible. It's possible. Also, Nebraska coach, he's inquiring about Nebraska coach is inquiring about trying to jump on Texas. He's a big Texas guy. Javier. He's like he thinking about leaving Nebraska. But I mean, he's got unfinished business. He has a little rivalry brewing with Ohio State. But hey, Texas is his school, so that's it. That's where his heart is. It's not impossible for him to go ahead and jump over there. All right, I think it's official. I think it's official. All right, we got Texas. All right, Shadow Texas has decided he will join. All right, that's that. We got a new coach. We got a new coach in our midst. Shadow Tactics. A lot of you guys remember him from Madden. He was admin. He did great content. He's a great admin, and hell, he can work his way up. We can put him back in the admin chair again. He was a great admin for us. Okay, let's see what we got going on over here. Yeah, man, ask me questions, guys. Before these kids start getting rowdy. But yeah, we're gonna go with Shadow. Yeah, nah, Javi, you're gonna be good. Yeah, we got Shadow. Shadow's joining up. He's gonna be Texas, so you have the the classic Shadows going back to back. Texas is a good school. I don't know how good Dev was recruiting. Let's check that out. Let's check early signing day, how that went. Top classes. I backed off this year. I didn't need any players, honestly, so I didn't recruit heavy. Just whatever. My team is kind of deep. We're gonna be all right. Yeah, yeah. We got Shadow Monk and we got Shadow Tactics. Need to drop that 220 out the name. But yeah, we got Shadow Monk and Shadow Tactics. Now let me see what Texas did in the recruiting because I don't think Dev was a good recruiter. I think he was just sitting on the players. It's a lot of scandals coming out in Texas, man. They didn't really do a lot. A lot of the recruits, they're like, "What's going on, man? Maybe we should go to Texas Tech because this Texas coach is tripping." Yeah, yeah, please do. You could do that. He is tight. I know 220 got the lengthy history, so I understand. Yeah. So you look at that though, like Texas, the University of Texas with the 55th ranked class. The only good thing is the new owner, the new user, he's probably might be a little more active, and with the transfer portal, he can probably fill it out and get the top 20. But only eight four-star players coming. I don't know how many people are graduating from this school, but it was like a 90 overall team. It's still going to be a decent team. It's Texas, man. They got and it's easy to recruit. But man, if you look at the other Texas schools in front, like it might just be. Well, look at that University of Texas. San Antonio, another one. So random ass school. I mean, these are 3 stars though. It's disgusting. They're not really that good, but it's still a better class than Texas. So you got 2 Texas schools in front, and A&M. Let's not forget about A&M, who's been recruiting like 3 straight cycles. I mean, 3 straight seasons of top 10 classes. So Texas A&M, Texas Tech, and then far, far down you got Texas, and then Oklahoma probably took some in front. I don't know. Oklahoma had a coaching change as well, so I don't even know where they're at. Let me double check. It might have been up. I might have skipped them. You know, I don't know. But Ole Miss got fired. Shitty coaching skills right there. It's a lot. There's a lot going on this offseason. This is the first full season with firings. You know, we got new Penn State coach, so he's got some leeway. LSU, I believe, got fired too. I don't know how that's working. I guess they still get to sit on the teams even though they got fired. It's interesting. It's EA Sports. It's a glitchy game. Um, but yeah, we got Oklahoma probably did good. He was. That's one thing he did do was recruit. Okay, I mean he's all right. Top 25. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You did good. You did good, Monkey. You got him back. He like, man, let me jump in this. It just so happens that you retired the coach of Texas. So the University of Texas went through 2 coaches. They had a Texas player, and he didn't have a good recruiting thing. So that's like 2 seasons of bad recruiting. And then they had Dev that didn't have good recruiting. So that's 3 straight years of bad recruiting. But the teams like the real life players are so good. They keeping that overall so high. So we got a new Texas user. The playoff bracket set. Arkansas, which was the defending runner up, they did not go to the playoffs this year. I believe they had 2 losses, maybe one. No, they had 2 losses. He lost Alabama and Auburn. So he had 2 losses. So Arkansas didn't make. He was a number 11th ranked team. So somehow Colorado, who was ranked lower than him, because like Colorado was ranked. No, 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 no. Okay, so who didn't get in over? Let me see. One, two, three, four. Who took his spot? Texas Tech took his spot because Tech. Wait, no, no. Texas Tech is 9. Um, Ohio State. Who took Arkansas' spot? Coastal Carolina. Okay, they're 13th ranked, and they didn't go in, but neither did Nebraska. So who took USC and Coastal Carolina? Okay, that's what happened. So those conference champions, USC and Coastal Carolina, took the spots of Nebraska at 12 and Arkansas at 11. Colorado didn't fall at all for losing to USC. Hmm, that's interesting because I thought Colorado would have fell for losing to losing the conference game. That is interesting. Yeah, well, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, Javi. Nebraska coach is making the claim why he should be the Texas coach. Well, just another cycle, I guess. But let me see. Where do we? This is interesting. I'm trying to see something because they're gonna make. Let me see. Colorado was 9, and he lost. So Colorado lost to the 18th ranked USC, but only went down 1 spot. Colorado went from 9 to 10 in a conference loss of like 11 points or so. And so he stayed in off that loss. Nebraska went from 10 to 12 off the conference championship loss to Ohio State. So he dropped 2 spots. Arkansas I don't know. What were they ranked? I think they were still 11, or maybe 12. I don't know. But either way, Coastal Carolina beating Boston College. That took the spot. And USC getting in too. Still ranked lower as a 16th seed. So yeah, that's what we got. No games are scheduled. No first round games are scheduled yet. Let me double check. Yeah, nothing's scheduled yet, but it looks like it's going to be a good playoffs. As you can see, Ohio State's the number one, the defending champion. We got to bye, and Notre Dame and Georgia. I kind of call them Primo lights because they kind of play Primo ball. So it's gonna be a mirror match of sorts, and yeah, we'll see if I can get through them. Yeah, but yeah, the big story of this postseason is Texas Tech, the Cinderella of sorts, beating Texas on the map. 3 seed has a bye, conference champ. Can they win another game, get to the semis? Can they win two to make it to the championship? And it would be crazy if they won the national championship with 3 games. All right. I'm gonna try to start kicking out some more of these shows. I just got a lot going on in my life. These kids, this co-parenting thing, but feel free to hit up the comments. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. I'll try to get one of these shows out maybe once a week or something. I'm gonna get back to it. But all right, man, I'll keep you guys posted as the playoffs progress. Till next time.